Okay, it worked the second time. I don't know what that was. It made a double stream. Well, hopefully that's not gonna fuck me up. Anyway. Alright, let me sit up. Like I said, I turned around and killed Creation because I looked back. I was just turning the camera around, messing around, and I saw he had respawned behind me, so I went and one-shot him real fast. Gained a level.
Killed Creation twice over.
Gained a level. That's not what I wanted to do. Who leveled? Ah, Verso. Alright, looking very arena. Looking very arena. Whoa.
Look up.
It's true. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it before I came in here. I just think it's wicked if you look down here. All the strings tied to everything. It's shooting out. Ooh. Message on my phone. Nope. Okay, we're good. Oh. We'll do that. Oh. Had you come to bargain? Because it's time to bargain. Of course, now it's quiet as shit.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Because we can. GLaDOS taught me that.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth, and it changes nothing. You can hate me, but that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5.
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
Oh. Of course. When they don't show up. I dig the dip back into Curator. Alright, well we're not gonna stop what we're doing now.
Blade cut through the flames.
Oh, you're fucked.
Fucking ruined this man.
I saw the damage off of the weakest attack I threw the whole fight. Alright, I'll see it. What does base hell do?
The embrace of fire.
Oh no. No. Oh, ooh. Oh, we're gonna kill him this turn. Oh no, we only get 6 seconds to kill anything, right?
You don't have to. You can hold back some.
You're fucking right, Dylan. I could.
Elements converge.
Thought that would do more in my oh my god! Damn. They want people to be able to go straight here.
Not how we want them to be.
Well, he's dead on the start of his next turn, unless it stops it. Okay. Hitting someone off 3. Rescues run long. Okay.
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
Oh.
I do love a challenge. but
Yeah, you
this
basically face
is
skipped
beginning
again.
to irk me.
Oh, what?
Fuck.
You basically face skipped
Keeps
again.
generating.
Maybe we focus on the axons
What?
first.
No, she can't.
I think she can.
Mama.
Oh, I thought it was Clea for a second.
Aline, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any
Hey,
canvas.
I had a fucking thought in my head and I never said anything about it. My little fucking weapon floating there with all this stuff in it. Bitch slapper. Bitch slapper. Damn. Oh, I thought she disappeared. Music is an actual bop, though.
Get ready.
The Thundercats.
How could you be this selfish, Aline?
Sorry, I don't know. That was so funny to me, but it was. Did he just face change into Mael? What was that? Oh, he buffed fully. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Blades sharp.
Blade shot. Oh. Was like at the wrong point of impact.
I'll do it.
Fuck, I already hit the other one. I'd already hit the other counter. You're gonna kill them both. You're gonna kill us all. He's gonna go again after that, yep. Oh no, okay. Alright. She's faster. Yep.
Chroma is flowing.
Ah,
Die
we're back.
again.
Damn.
Ready
Wanted
to
say
strike.
parry before I started going into.
No time to lose.
Lost energized. We lost inverted on him. So now we gotta do it our own way. Like hell! There we go. We'll just face change him the old fashioned way by forcing
Watch
him
out,
to do
Mael.
it.
Aline, look at Alicia. She can't be here. Aline, it's supposed to be you and me. Not you against me.
I like how also the other
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
hell yeah. Oh, you got the wings. I like how the other Axon just hasn't done
The
anything.
only one who sees this.
You would normally.
Oh, hit the wrong button. Shit. That was delayed as shit for the other one.
This will hurt.
This will hurt, she said. Point. Fucking Gustav will do it. Hell yeah. I know you're not doing much damage. Just flat like this, but still felt good. Yep.
Put aside the cannons. It's killing you both.
Not this time.
Bitch. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's dope as shit.
Feeling better.
Okay, Lune. God damn it. We're not ruining shit. There was no in between, Dylan. There was only fucking destroy it in one hit, or just get punched until I die almost. Yeah. Everything about that song was great with the fight.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price.
Excuse me.
Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clea fighting her solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
And weirdly clipping in her head.
Keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
Cool. Okay, I just want to see what happened. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's time to stop painting. It is pretty cool. A little verso? A little verso? Hmm? A little fragment of a soul, maybe? Hmm?
Hi. You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's. You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Mael. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso!
Damn. Miles lost in it.
Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the stripping
I'm sorry.
out color.
Hell yeah.
But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Oh, I mean, I love them both so much. You know, like, I believe in what Versa's saying more, right? But that is Mael. Like, it's fucked up that she's like, she's so lost in it now, she won't even let him stop painting. Like, I really want to pick Mael, but, like, I can't. Especially because she's probably going to kick my teeth in, but, you know, whatever. I can't even heal for the first 3 turns. Yeah, that's super true. I just, you know, in the moment, I like to talk a bit more about this. Ooh, I thought it was over. for some reason.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
That's what you're doing.
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
That's exactly what you're doing. That's why I had to pick Verso. She is absolutely deciding for everyone. That's literally the definition of what she's doing.
But so is Verso.
He's choosing. So, as the person in the painting, right? He doesn't have a choice to not be here. He doesn't have a choice to do this. Her staying here is forcing him to live on in a infinite string of being a puppet, essentially, forced to paint
But what
forever
about
until she
Luna
lets him
MCL?
go. Luna
Do
NCL
they
want to
not get
live.
choices?
Luna NCL want to live, but they don't get to be in the fight, so they don't get to hear their voice. But
So they don't
wouldn't
matter,
want.
is what you're saying.
No, Dylan, you're not gonna bait me on this. The idea though is that they would want Mael to be happy, healthy, Cheerios, you know, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't at any point think, even for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a turn doing this. Even spend a turn for spend a second thinking that I'm wrong for this at any point. Plus, I mean, again, on the other side of this, if I was on the other side of this, there would be no way you couldn't make the same points immediately back at her. So, I mean, it's just... Damn!
What about Lune and Ciel and Monoko? What about Esquier?
All forced to live on in your puppet
Ciel
dream.
was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
This isn't a choice. Even their life isn't a choice. It's all a masquerade of sorts.
But I mean, that implies that they're not real at all. Then.
No, it's the idea that they don't have the choice to stop. The idea that if they didn't want to live on in Mael's twisted torture of grief, that they don't get to say that they don't want to.
There's nothing that ever suggests that there's like mind control going on.
I never said that, but it's not that they physically can't say it. Like, I'm not saying like they're not, like they're being denied that ability. I'm saying they don't have the ability to stop it like Mael does. She has too much power. Mael's the only one with like full power, except for in this moment where Verso, reaching into the only bit of soul left of Verso in the canvas, who is tired of being here, forced to live on so
Now,
others can play.
That is debatable, because the ghosts that you've been finding throughout the game, some of them have talked about that they like the creations in the painting and they want to keep going.
Sure, but
The-
he
the
literally...
soul of Child Verso is he's indecisive. He doesn't know what he wants.
That's fine and all, but he literally, point blank, honesty of a child, looked at him and said, "Are you tired? Are you tired of painting?" And he said yes. So he's footing the bill for everyone else. Piece of his soul or not. Piece of his soul or a whole person, I mean. He's footing the bill for everybody's existence.
But he's okay with that, or at least some of the ghosts suggest so.
Suggests so. He just straight up said he isn't. He just said he isn't. He just said he's tired. He went to stop. He went to stop. And then she literally swung on him.
She didn't swing on the kid.
You
she
know what I
swung
mean.
on
I know she
Verso.
didn't hit him. Well, yeah, no, but she still cut him off from him. He had his hand out. He didn't say, "Get over here, do this." He said, "Come on, let's stop painting. You're tired." And then she said, "Stop!" She swung her sword. She was tired of it. She got mad and used her power to stop it, and that's too much.
Leave me again.
I love her. I really do. I fucking adore Manuel. But it's too much.
It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Oh, how sweet.
I will miss you guys. It's okay. It's over. Versa.
miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent. Dans le creux de nos mains, deux mondes se dessinent. L'un peint de rêve, où le chagrin s'efface. L'autre nu et réel, où notre deuil prend place. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le
A weird
dessin.
masking effect in their hair.
Toi le vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair-obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
Oh, and those petals were white. That was great. I stand by my decision though.
I can respect that, but I disagree.
I just think that if I found out tomorrow that my whole existence was stuck on the back of a child who didn't want to do it anymore, I'd fucking die that day if I had to. Like, that's fucked.
The problem, like I said, there's evidence that conflicts that thought,
Yeah,
though.
and in the past, you get tired of things over
we don't
time.
know when those things occur, though.
prior to that moment. That moment was now. Yeah, he wasn't tired of it then, maybe. And maybe he did still care for things about it. I'm not saying you have to hate everything about it to be tired of it. But if you've been doing it for this long and you're stuck and you're trapped and you can't get away from it and you're every part of your being just wants to move on. You know, when they say, when you first hear a piece of his soul in the canvas, you know, you think, oh, that's nice. But you don't think of it as trapped in the canvas. And it feels like he was. I'm not going to take away from everybody else and say that Lune and Sael and all the other people who existed weren't real. I think they were very much so real, you know, in the sense that they were created and they had hope streams and all the other things. Everyone's created. Oh, Neil. But I just think that even if you really wanted to keep going, Sael, even if Lune really wanted to keep going, even if everyone wanted to really keep going, but the one person, the one piece of a soul footing the bill for all of existence was trapped in it, that's not okay.
But the problem is, by destroying the canvas, you destroy any hope of anything getting better. Like, if the canvas continues, as Gustav showed, they can create technology that alters the painting itself. So who's to say that in the long run, there's not hope there?
Yes, but how many years and years and thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, would he have to suffer for everyone else to have a chance, to have a thought that maybe it'll be better? And he's just suffering the whole time.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Hot take maybe.
I'm not saying it is or isn't.
This.
Go ahead. Sorry.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. I'm sorry.
I totally get what you're saying. Totally get that. But like I was saying, all of existence is mounted from this one, in this case now, child. I like that. I like it with the drum. But yeah, like I said, it's all, just all of it mounted from one child. One, not even a whole soul. It's too much. That's just how I feel about it. So I guess I know which ending you chose, Billy.
I chose my L. I did debate on it, but like I said, to me...
Oh, sure. I would debate it on it too, you know? Like, it's not like I could immediately have known that's how I wanted to do this. It took me a minute.
But like I said, to me, Mael's... But, okay, let me say it this way. Before I saw Mael's ending, I was like, there's gotta be more hope here than Versos. Like I said, like, they've invented technology that can alter the painting. Like, there's 100 different ways they could do things in the future if the canvas is not destroyed.
I do think that so before it's brought up that like all of it, like before it's very clearly shown that the whole thing is functioned by Verso's soul, right? Before that point, I would have been all about it, just in the idea that what was the harm? Like, the whole harm of the idea was, well, they'll keep coming back if I don't destroy it, which I think is a bit much. I think there's ways to keep that from happening, at least long enough for it to be healthy, right? But once I found the whole thing is powered essentially by that, it was too much for me. Like I said, I can't imagine
And I
the
agree
years
with
he
you, Neil.
spent now, let
Like,
alone.
Don't get me wrong. I agree with you, Neil. But that's what I'm saying is like keeping the canvas keeps hope alive that things can be better for everyone. It has the most potential for the most good. By destroying the painting, the only people you're helping are the Desan family, and frankly, they fucking suck. Like,
Here's the-
I don't like really any of them aside from maybe Mael, and even she's heavily flawed by Act 3 or the end of Act 3, I should say.
Sure. For me, it's not about everyone else, though. It was purely about Verso. And I get what you're saying, one versus many. But, like, the rest of the family, I didn't do that because the rest of the family didn't want them in here. Like I said, up to that point, I thought there should have been, more consensus for it.
Yeah,
I
but
could probably
I was just
keep them
laying
out
out,
here.
like, who do the endings help? Like, Verso's ending supposedly helps everyone move on in the Desan family. And it's just like, I don't...
Oh. There was only 2 babies born during the production of this whole thing, huh? I guess they're only
see-
counting the 33.
You see
Sorry,
who one of the dogs were?
Yeah, Minoko and Freya. Minoko. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, like I said, I get what you're saying, but I just can't see it as black and white as that. I just think there's so much more gray.
I don't
in
think
there.
it's black and white.
Well, no,
I
but,
just think there's...
your math was purely that math. The needs of the many versus the needs of the few. You're mathematically counting Verso's soul, and I guess the rest of the family. Again, I'm really just weighing on Verso's soul here. The rest of the family. Oh, that's nice. The rest of the family versus everyone still alive in the painting, or I guess everyone who could be alive in the painting. I don't know how that would work at this juncture after the way she talked about the stuff, but yeah, sorry. But again, I just don't think it's okay. Well, there's all these people in here, and there's all these people out here. I don't think it's as straight as that. I was probably just gonna play it if it's.
I didn't know if you wanted to play it, so I just gave you the video.
No,
if you
yeah, I
wanted
saw it. No, yeah. Like I said, if I can go straight into it, I'll just play it. Because I can, if I don't hold back, I can do this really fast. I could kill creation a 3rd time. Oh, sure, yeah. Grief is wild. I just think that, like you were saying, the needs of the many versus needs of the few, sure. Wait, what?
I think you have to reload the previous save. This is for, like, after game stuff, I believe.
Oh, sure enough. Can I do that?
Oh, yeah, you have to go to the flag, I think.
Okay, now I've just literally never loaded anything but the most current save, so I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's cool, though,
it
that you
keeps a
can
few
just do it.
saves.
That's cool, you can just go. Well, you're fucking still here. I guess everything else has to stay the way it was for it to make sense. New game plus.
Or maybe back out of
Probably,
that.
probably in
and
this,
start new.
right? Probably in this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've done this before, that's right. So, this is the current one. So, it'd have to be probably there.
I don't think it should be that far back. Was it 8 o'clock when we started?
It's only half an hour. I mean, well, it's that or it's 20 minutes. The reason I say it's because this is the gap. These are 8 minutes apart. This is 18 minutes apart.
So it's probably that one then.
Yeah. They all are gonna look the same.
If it's the right one, he should be standing there.
I can't tell until I get closer. I don't think he loads in until later. Okay, no, I don't see him. Okay, so we'll go to the earlier one then. Oh, I don't know why I ran up here. I was running back over to do it again. Oh, I can't. Oh, Oh, no, okay. I was looking at the time on the right, not the left. I was like, ooh, doesn't look like I can go back again. Forward again. But yeah, so this one.
No,
Oh.
that's what I did, Neil, for the end of Act 2.
Well, that's convenient. Do we know if there's any other endings besides this choice?
These are the only two options.
Okay, I didn't know if like like the full ending happened if you did enough stuff.
This will hurt.
God damn. That wasn't even a great hit. That was just a good one. And you get a free turn at the beginning. I didn't use it all out the gate there, though. Alright, well, we'll just do this then. Without us doing our actual lineup. There we go.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Yeah. Real. Well, thanks, buddy. Oh, I missed one. Shit. Okay, that's fine. No. No, I'm just knocking these out.
Please, I beg you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
So far, this is only serving to double me down on my opinions. If anything, it makes me feel worse about my
If
L.
you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
I'll give you my opinion when the cutscene's over.
No, that's fine. It's just, it's making it worse. I love this song. that just some guy? That's not supposed to be anybody, right?
It's supposed to be Pierre, her husband.
Okay. Oh my fucking god, I hate it here. Oh my fucking god, are you serious?
Yep.
That's the worst thing that could have ever happened.
I do not like either ending. I think they both fucking suck.
There was nothing, not a single thing redeemable about that. Okay, you were talking about there's not a single bit of fucking mind control. Goddamn, there is now. I will 100% agree with you. There was no mind control up before that point, before the end there. None. Not one bit. Those were all real people. They're not real anymore. Sorry, continue.
How? Explain yourself.
They're puppets. They've been turned fully into her puppets.
How?
She's-
On what grounds other than your gut fucking feeling?
No. Hold on, this is loud as shit. Okay. No, because he doesn't want to be here anymore. He literally says, I don't want this life. I don't want this life. I don't want this life. And if we don't remember, I don't want this life. So if that's pretty fucking on the nose, I feel. So literally doesn't want to be here anymore. Doesn't want to do this. Is here. Is doing this. All right. Everybody else is here. All right. Gets her old husband back. Great. That's a fun, or not fun. That's a very nice thing. Gustav's back. All this is back. She is literally just puppeting everything. She is forcing him to be here and play this.
If Mael could puppet people, why didn't Renoir or Aline do it?
I think personally,
I want to point out in the Clea boss battle, the cutscene I showed you last night.
Yeah, I watched all that. Yeah.
Mael specifically states that no one can paint over anyone aside from Claire because she's the only one skilled enough. Not even Aline, who is said to be the strongest paint just ever, can do it.
Yes.
And when Clea does it, there are very obvious signs that the person has been painted over and mind control.
Absolutely. I agree with that. The difference now is A, everyone else is out of the fucking painting, and B, she has Verso. If there's one person there who may not be, it's Child Verso, who is the soul in the painting. And even him being now, I guess, I don't understand. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't fully understand the him being fully a child thing now. Like why that is, maybe because it's a
The-
piece of his soul. I guess I'm not.
So
100%.
it's because when he made the canvas the first time, he was a child.
Okay, well there you go. Anyway, he, essentially then has his big little sister taking him around. I mean, the whole fucking thing on her face at the end, I don't know, man. It's way too much. She's got all these strings she's pulling, and all this shit she's doing.
I mean,
She's
you're not the
literally-
only one who believes that. I'll tell you that, but I don't see it at all. Like there are
What was
so
Verso
many...
doing on that stage?
Maybe he's just going along with it because he's a broken man. I don't know.
He's broken and doing what she makes him do. Yes, he didn't want to be here.
There are other ways than mind control, though. Is what I'm getting at.
I know
Like,
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I feel that even if it is not, if it is not like a 1-to-1 mind control puppet, whatever you want to call it, she has manipulated everything into this position then. At the minimum. She has manipulated everything into this. So no one's living because of the thing they want. They're living because, oh, I brought your fucking husband back. Oh, look, here's Gustav and the girl. And oh, look, your brother. All this stuff. It's not... Life isn't a toy. And
you're
she's treating it
assuming the
like one.
worst.
She's very much so clearly demonstrating the worst. I mean, she's fucking forcing all of
agree
these
with
things.
you. Mael is in a terrible fucking state.
And she's the one controlling everything.
But she can't control people. That's what I'm getting at.
No, again, like I said, let's take the stance that it is not a 1-to-1 control. Manipulation on that scale is a form of control. Even if we take away the fact that she may be controlling everything straight up to make her life exactly where she wants it around her.
Like I said, I don't like the ending anyway. I think my opinion personally is that her ending is way too dark and Verso's is way too bright. It's way too happy. And I was reading a comment chain on Reddit the other day. I didn't double check the source, but there was no one disagreeing with the person. Apparently there's an interview out there with some of the Sandfall devs, and they even said that looking back on it, they made Mael's ending too dark. And like I said, I 100% agree with that.
I get it. I get that idea. And like I said, I'm not saying you can't have done it, but like, how else should I take that, man? Like, her fucking...
No, it's a
what the
bad ending. I hate it. And it's, compared to Verso's, which obviously you picked first, it's way worse.
Well,
Like, put yourself in my shoes for a second when I'm like, oh yeah, Mael, she's got, the most hope available, everyone's going to be happy, or at least has the chance to be happy. This is the way to go, and then they give me that dog shit ending.
Again, yeah, I think it's a... Like, again, I'm not saying there wasn't a way this could have gone better. For sure. Like, even the best... I think there is a best of the worst here that this could have been. A best case scenario of the worst, I should say, sorry. Where, this is the ending. But, I mean, the man is begging to not do this anymore.
And I get
Begging.
that.
And she literally just doesn't do anything. She just doesn't.
Here's the other thing, and this is... I'm not entirely defending Mael, but I am sort of. Remember, or Alicia, whatever you want to call her,
We can call
she
it
had,
that's fine.
at this point, lived 2 separate 16-year lifespans,
Mhm.
in which both of them have experienced great tragedy and strife.
Sure.
No one really ever stops to, like, help her work through all that fucked up shit. And now she's got both memories in one body.
Sure.
So, like, maybe people should help her move through the grief instead of, like, Renoir is just controlling and telling her how things are going to be. And same, just like he did with Aline. And it's just like, why can't anyone, like, actually help her process her grief so
Everyone
then she can
is really fucked up.
move on and actually, like, let Verso go? Why doesn't Verso help her move on? That way, when she's ready to move on, she can let him go and he can get what he wants. Like, there is a world in which everyone gets what they want. They have to not be selfish.
Yeah,
but
okay,
everyone's too selfish.
Okay. This man has fucking lived 67 years.
He's lived over 100 years.
Yeah, over 100. Yeah, they said he's over 100. Right. In this, but well, yeah, that's assuming he's not lived 100 in like a hell of like trapped in this state. You know,
No,
the first
we don't know how.
Well, he says he's over
He's-
100, but we know Expedition Zero is when all the stuff started. So we can say 67 years ago at the earliest is when like he found the exact moment like where everything started being not so great, right?
Yeah.
I think his life was normal enough up before then. So no matter how old he was up to that point, and I assume since he stopped aging at Expedition Zero 67 years ago, that for him to be over 100, he can't be older than 30 something. Probably 33, since he's looking to be the same age as everybody else. Which would be there, but that would put him at 100. So he's probably maybe mid 30s to upper 30s, roughly. Again, we're kind of guessing. I got really lost in the math there for a second. What I was just doing. Right. So anyway, Homeboy spent, 67 years of his life doing this. When does he get to stop? Right? Like, he can't die. He can't die.
He can't die, at least in this ending, Mael's ending. He can't die because Mael doesn't let him.
Well, I'm talking
because she's
before
not
that.
ready to move on.
I'm talking before this point, because
Before that, Aline doesn't let him die.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything is, you can say whoever's fucked up about it, but everyone's fucking forcing the canvas to live on. I mean, it's a lot of fucked up stuff, and whenever someone at the end gets the final choice to release him or force it, like, I get it. I totally get she's fucked up, and that's the same thing. But everybody else is fucked up. So at some point,
Everyone in the Dasan family's fucked up.
sure, whatever you want to say. But even beyond then, and everyone outside of the Dasan family and the main crew, because again, we don't know enough about enough other people, really. They're all working through some shit. They all worked through some shit there towards the end. I mean, that's the whole point of their little speech at the end whenever they're talking to Renoir, or Amael, is that they've kind of showing their work through their major sticking points, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that either ending, even the best version of the world that exists in either ending, solves everyone's problems equally. I think there is a middle ground somewhere, again, that was there. But the moment it shifted from, okay, we just don't want, let's stop being in the painting, but let's not destroy the painting, so it's an option to just come and go, right? Well, you don't get to do that if the whole thing is powered by the little boy like a battery.
But the problem is we don't know enough details exactly how that stuff works.
I feel it's the whole point of that is to show that. I think, while yes, you are kind of watching a very a lot of, what was it called, metaphor, a lot of metaphor going on there. I think because it's a game, you can take a lot of this metaphor at face value as what it is. I think that's the whole point of the storytelling in that case, in that point, because you control, in a game, you control exactly the narrative of what you want to show. And when it's that meta kind of getting with the worlds between the two worlds, the real world and the painting, I think that's the whole point of the metaphors and stuff. Like I said, he said, "You're tired, aren't you?" Me too. Like, they're both, Verso and Verso. Again, I think even at the end, I don't know what Verso in the game or in the painting's life was up to that point, and I'm not saying like you can't call him Verso, but I feel like it would have been a lot more humanizing if they had been able to give him his own name. That's just me. I'm not saying he doesn't identify with the name Verso. Maybe he does. Maybe that was what he wanted. Who knows? But it feels like I want to move this off this purely dark screen. It would have been in the sense of a game, in the sense of a character, it would have been a lot more humanizing if they took the guy who knows he isn't Verso, who knows there is a Verso in a world above, and let him be someone else, or at least just by name, just to give him his own existence, his own like a thing that says you're you, and that's Verso. Like, you don't have to be him.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the problem is the Dasan family don't see him as anything but Verso when
Like,
he's been alive for, like you said, 60 something years at least.
Well, we know he's over
He is
100
entirely different.
age. I was talking about like
Yeah, he is entirely different from the Verso they know. The Verso they know never went through any of these experiences.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, his whole life was, again, you assume the same age as whatever the in painting Verso got stopped at because of the picture you see of him previous, and then living a life and then saving his sister. So I mean, like I said, I just think there's a lot of shit going on that not one bit of what Mael does to other people makes it feel anything other than manipulation. At the basis, at the least of the bad things that I think she's doing, it is at the bare minimum full-blown manipulation, where she has control of creating all these things. If
I would give you
Gustav
manipulation
died
of
and he's
Verso.
gone, what is this Gustav? He's a snapshot of who she wants him to be. She had to recreate him.
She just like she created Lune and Ciel. She
Yes,
recreated them
yes, but
from
they
the essence of the pain that
specifically
lives behind.
They specifically call out that she caught their essence there. Yeah, she literally, you see her take their fucking petals out of the air.
Mhm.
And so, like, yeah, she literally goes, whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. And just, I don't know, man. Like I said, I want to, oh, dude, hold on. There's something I want to say real fast. Let me use that video you sent me. Was this my element? Yeah, okay. Whoa, no, we're not doing that. Okay, no. I was just curious if he still had his robot arm. I really just was. Since that was, at a faux burial site, is where they kind of set it up. So I was just curious. I really was. Like I said, I just at no point think anything she does from that point on is. I don't think she came in with these bad intentions, and I think she thinks she's doing things right, but she's only supporting a world where she gets to live in this fairy tale of what she wants it to be. Which, again, with someone who's gone through so much, right? I'm not saying that isn't something you have the right to want or even the right to indulge in, but, like, at what point and at what cost? That's all.
As the ending stands, I don't like it. Like I said, I was not prepared for that at all.
Like I said, I just feel everything
And
supports.
like I said, I feel justified in my feelings since the Sandfall devs themselves are like, yeah, we kind of messed up there.
I think they made it dark, and I think sure, but like, even if they were to make it less dark, and obviously we don't know because we can't see that. Man, what do you do to that ending to make it not dark? Because like, they made it dark for sure, and obviously they overstepped. But like, you have to still take what they did to some amount, right? Even if they do wish they made it less dark, they made that choice to put the fucking scars on her face with the paint.
Yes, because that's to show that she's falling apart like Aline did.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just
if you notice, Aline and Renoir both had the hole in their face.
Yeah, it's the beginning. I understand that part.
Yeah.
That's why Small Verso's the same way.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just too much. I think for her to live her fairy tale life as much as you want it, then, honestly, it feels like it's shifted to me for the needs of the many versus the few. It feels like she's built this faux life, even if they aren't one-to-one control, it feels like she's built this faux life over everyone.
Well, that's the thing is, like, to me, like I said, if we kind of don't take the ending exactly how it lays out, because it's, like I said, we've agreed it's kind of messed up.
Sure.
Like I said, if people can help Mael move on from the grief of losing 2 lifespans worth of people, she can then, like, let Verso die, both literally and figuratively. Like she can move on from his death, and then she can leave the painting. And depending on how much time has passed, maybe when War and Aline have worked it out, and the painting doesn't have to be blown up, and they can find some way to extract Versal's child soul in the end without killing the painting. Like I said, there's so much potential and hope for a better future for everyone. But you don't get that by destroying the canvas.
But I think there's something to be said for letting go, for letting him let
Yes.
go, for letting Verso let go. Because we've already, at this point, they've used too much of him for it not to be a fucking idea that he is more than just like a snapshot. Like that's Verso, right?
Yeah.
Snapshot or not, moment in life or not, that's Verso. Piece of soul, whole soul, that's him. And
Yeah.
you know, he's paying the cost for his sister's thing. He didn't want to be there anymore. Like the moment it's a choice, he's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop.
But him stopping kills at least 4 of the people.
I get it. I totally get it. But they all live on the back of his existence.
So that means that their lives don't have as much meaning as his, is what you're saying.
I mean, here's the thing. If I was... not me, again, I don't want to put me into that. If I found out tomorrow...
I get it. It's the whole
that life was plugged to
torturing a
battery.
kid to let life move on.
Well, I don't have to be a kid. You could be called a person if you like to not give the sympathy of a child. Because again, I don't want to make my point on the back of like child sympathy here. He just was a child. That's why I keep saying the kid. If you want to call it a person instead to try and avoid that idea, I think the idea that it's the cost, it is the forced cost of that person who has no choice in the matter. I mean, what kind of life is that? What kind of choice is that? Right? Let's say he does have the choice to stop before they give him the option, the opening and all that, by removing Mael from it. Who's to say he keeps going because he doesn't want to kill everybody. But again, he's living at the cost. I mean, everyone else is living at the cost of him. I just think it's a lot. I just think it's too much.
Like I said, if the choice is a person has to possibly suffer for life to move on, and it's either life goes on and they suffer, or they get to be released and the world dies, I would choose to live on but look for a way to free the person. That way everyone gets to win.
Yeah, but I don't think there is freeing the person. I think the idea of removing Verso from the canvas would kill it all.
Like I said, we don't know that though.
I mean, sure, but he did leave, and the canvas died immediately. They didn't blow it up necessarily right away.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is we don't know if there's another way forward. Like maybe they can put, Mael can put a piece of her soul in the canvas instead.
But how many
and
years
keep the
does he
canvas
have
going.
to suffer to allow that to be the option?
It's better than killing everyone else, though.
Again, I think the idea of everyone's existence coming from the existence of this one person, and at current, there is no choice for him to leave. There is no choice but for him to sit there and suffer. Is just too high a price.
I
can
reject
say
the negative. I reject it.
I don't. Again, like I said, there's a lot of sad things that would happen, but I would die if I would let myself die or not exist, I guess, if that was the whole idea.
See, I would dedicate my life to getting the person out of there without destroying my life and the lives of all the people
By
I know and
torturing
care
them
about.
for the rest of your life, yeah. Assuming,
But
that's
I'm
assuming
trying
you
to get them
finish it.
out of there.
Assuming you ever find it.
I mean, people can continue where I left off.
Assuming
Like,
they
it
ever
does-
find it. Assuming it's ever found. Not person. Assuming it's ever found.
And I mean, you're arguing essentially that it's never going to be found, and we don't know that.
I'm not saying it's ever going to be found, but for how long does he have to go?
Like I said, I feel like I mean, again, maybe you're right. Maybe to me it just boils down to a math equation of a group of people is more than one person. But like I said, as long as that group of people is working to make life for the one person better, in the end,
I think that's just too easy.
I think it comes out in the wash eventually.
I think it's too easy to be self-serving in that idea, though. I mean, the idea that you're doing it to make his life better, but realistically to make it where you can continue this world's existence. Again, that's getting in the pessimistic part, but like when you go that far into the line of it, like there is pessimism is like a point that has to be made here.
That what you just have to give up at some point?
No. The point of why their whole existence is being made. I'm sorry, they spend their whole existence trying to make life better, or to, I guess, better in this case, just as a choice of the thing, would be like to allow him to be freed without ending it. Because I think we can agree at this point. The idea is that if he leaves, it's over, right? Like,
yes,
the painting doesn't have to be quote unquote destroyed. Him leaving is destroying the painting, right? We're not saying, yeah, okay, cool. I just want to make sure we're not arguing on the fact that they destroyed the painting. Because at that point, I just don't destroy the fucking painting, right? But yes, I think the idea is, at what point does the line cross over that you're trying to better this guy's life? Okay, 100 years from now, they're still trying to better this guy's life make it where he can leave without destroying it. Okay, 100 years from now, we're still trying to make it where he can leave without destroying it. Okay, 100 years now, we're trying to keep him from destroying it by leaving. Like, at what point does the line smear enough that they're just forcing this to go on? And the whole point is to keep existing for them, which I'm not saying is wrong to want to exist. But I think, again, the world's plugged in with a battery.
As long as the intentions are pure and they are genuinely trying to make life better for the other person, in this case, move on, there is no line.
I think that line is way too easy to draw. Over generationally?
As long as, like I said, as long as they are genuinely trying to fix the problem and make the person's life better, like I said, in this case, move on.
Sure.
There is no line where it goes too far.
No. I don't. Again, I'm not saying the line of. I'm ignoring the time of how long does he have to suffer at this point. I'm saying 100 years from now, 100 years from then, 100 years from then, right? Generationally, these people will continue to have kids and be born and exist because the 33 is gone, and they can live full lives, have kids, blah, blah, blah. Over time, things get smeared. The history is erased a little by little by little by little. And at what point does it be, well, we're doing these things to make sure he doesn't leave?
That's where I'm saying, as long as the intention is pure and they don't ever get there.
But that's the other assumption.
It can keep going.
My assumption that things won't stay pure is just as much as an assumption as they stay pure.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, guarantee either way. I'm not saying, sure, like, I'm all-knowing and I know that this civilization of people over time turn, but I feel it's much easier over time to forget the things that happened and to let them just be, oh, well, we're just doing it to survive now. We do this every year. We have a ceremony. We do this thing because it keeps the world from ending. And if we fail the ceremony 1 year, it's one of those things, like, if given long enough time, the world will go through another ice age, and then we'll be back to Stone Age and repeat and so on, however you want to go about that idea. It doesn't have to be literally going to Stone Age and all that.
In this particular case, there is literally a god among them that knows how the fundamentals of the universe works.
Who is slowly eroding.
Yes, she's slowly eroding, but like I said, I don't want to give up on the hope that there's a good ending for everyone.
I get it, but literally they've proven that the god will turn over time. Not turn, I guess, but like will erode over time.
So, Clea,
the boy's already eroded at the start of this timeline.
Who?
The verso in the painting is already eroded at the start of this whole beginning of.
I mean, the thing is, we don't know if he started that way.
No. I'm saying, sorry. Way. This is the timeline beginning as of the moment from the ending of the game. right?
Yes.
Where like the whole idea is, hey, this is when they started trying to fix where the boy could leave that. He's already this far and eroded. She's beginning to erode already.
But what I was saying is, we don't know if the boy's eroded state is his natural state because he's not a whole person. He's a soul piece.
No, again,
That-
I'm assuming he came in this like everyone else, full function, full. The little boy she recreated at the end, however you want to say that happened. I think he came in fully, but I think he eroded over time because he's been here the longest. There is no, he has no leave and come back. There is no like reset, rest, and come back. He's just been there.
Yeah.
And in a much smaller time, I don't know how much smaller realistically. In a smaller timeline though, both parents had fully eroded.
So, what I was gonna say on that particular note right there is during the flashback at the end of Act 2, Claire specifically state, and this is like, I think it says it's like expedition year like 40 something, so like a little bit before, but you know, we're good like 50 plus years into the apocalypse basically.
Yeah.
At least painting wise, we don't know obviously how much time in the real world has passed.
It feels like less just because the idea that she got to live another 16-year life, right? She was born into this, and I feel like time definitely does not pass even remotely as close. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
But Clea specifically states that Aline was in the painting longer, or she's been in other canvases longer than she's been in this one, and that she doesn't understand why Renoir is so worried about her.
Yeah.
Which means when Renoir went in, whatever how much real world time earlier, Aline was nowhere near close to being like, you know, messing up, like falling apart.
Well, I think
he went in there before then, seeking to control her and pull her out of the grief that he felt was going on too long and that she was dealing with the wrong way.
Sure.
And I think, and my theory is that the reason both of them are so fucked up already is not because they've been in there for too long, it's because they literally tore the world apart fighting each other. They're worn out.
I think there's a lot of the grief here. Like that's what I was gonna say. You were talking about how she was in the Olymp longer and all this. I 100% agree that like the idea that they were so grief stricken, and that's what brought them here, and is what the fight is about, and all this. I think that's a lot of that. But just the idea that Maëlle is already doing it, like beginning,
because she had to resurrect everyone, and she's not a good painter. That is also clearly stated. She's like the worst painter of the family, and so
but I don't
her
know that we
stressing
can
herself out, resurrecting everyone, probably wore her out quickly. And so if we take her ending, that could have been like the next day, for all we know, after she resurrected everyone.
I assume it is. I assume that's like, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be any of these. She could have waited a fucking fortnight or fucking year before she did all this. But like, it makes the most sense that she would have immediately like, okay, this has happened, turn, do all this, live my life. Maybe again, that was like a week later, something. Maybe it was the next day. I'm not even gonna say it was like a year or nothing. I'll agree. It could be the next day. It could be it could literally be any amount of time later. Any amount of time. But it feels like it's implied that it's kind of soon, right? And for that to have started, I don't think this is one of those like, oh yeah, she's kind of fucked up right now and give her some rest and she'll come back. I think the idea is while they're in the painting, they need rest from the painting to come back from that. I think that's what's implied by he didn't want her.
It's implied that while they're in the painting, they never recover from it.
Yes, I think it's almost like a durability bar breaking down. And again, maybe she went that quickly into that because she did that. But she's still that far along.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, it feels like they specifically, again, even with their saying of like we went a little dark there. You still have to like take the key notes here of like what did they want to show you. They showed you were starting to break down a little bit. They showed Verso's complete and utter hesitation of playing the fucking piano for her and all these things. It just, like I said, it feels like, oh, Verso played the piano. I want him to play the piano on the stage like he talked about.
Yeah, he promised.
Yeah. Again, it just feels like she is full-blown manipulating everyone around her, and what kind of existence is that?
Like I said, I disagree that she's manipulating everyone, but what I was going to say is that as far as the endings are concerned, I kind of feel like maybe their goal that they kind of missed because they went too far, was that Versos was supposed to be the light with a dark core, and Mael's was supposed to be dark with a light core, like the yin and yang kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just that they kind of went too dark on Mael's, and I think they went too light on Versos. Like I got extremely mad the first time I saw them wave goodbye to Mael, because I was like, what fucking bullshit is that? Because, I mean, you saw the face on that Lune had as she was dying. She was fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Because Verso had betrayed them twice at that point now.
Sure.
And she trusted him both times.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, to see her and, like, Gustav and all them wave goodbye, it felt fake to me. It felt hollow. It felt like the whoever directed the ending or whatever, you know, was like, oh, we should do this, that way it feels better. Even though it took away from kind of what the point was supposed to be, I feel like.
I think, and again, if you want to break it down on both sides to the more basis ideas, I think you take that as the idea of, even if she isn't letting go necessarily, but the idea of the painting saying goodbye, the people, and not even, sorry, I say the painting, I mean the people of the painting saying goodbye. They liked Mael, they still love Mael, so that doesn't ring hollow to me that they would wave goodbye. Like, if it's over, it's over, and you still loved Mael, right? In this ending, Mael didn't choose to end it, so I mean, that part doesn't hurt me at all. I don't think that messes up the idea. I think that you're giving it the point of it, but I think because it's the opposite person triggering it, right, that it's a bit different. If Verso had done all that and, like, pissed them all off and then they went and waved to her, maybe, but, like, I don't know. It feels like, I'll agree with you, maybe they went too hard in both directions. But if they went too hard in both directions, we kind of can even it out with the basis of both directions. And it just feels like forcing others in a way like that when you're the person with power. You can have some great ideas of intentions, but, like,
Path to Hell's paved with good intentions. I get it.
Like, who's paying these prices? That's the idea for me. I don't know, man. Anyway, I did love the game. I think that was amazing. Clearly, there's no way I was gonna sit here and do all the side stuff. I wanted to get this beaten so I could actually beat it, because otherwise I was gonna sit here and flounder forever, and I wouldn't have had this conversation another 3 months. So I missed the side stuff, but I did watch the videos, like, with you, because I didn't do that on stream. I watched the videos of the Simon fight and the Clea fight, so I saw some stuff.
I love the game.
Yeah.
I do think it's Game of the Year contender.
Absolutely.
I hate the last, like, 30 minutes of the game. I don't like it at all.
I don't hate it. I do not hate the ending. I really don't. If anything...
Hate may be a strong word, but I definitely dislike them.
I like the ending. I'll say, just to be more clear then, I like the ending. For me, the only time that this felt weaker was at the point of where you find out it's a painting, because again, I think I said like 12 times when it happened, it gives a lot of it was all a dream vibes at that time especially. But I do think it opened the door for a lot of really good discussion, a lot of really good ideas. I have the chat where I can't see it this whole fucking time. Oh no, he didn't say anything since. So yeah, yeah, like I said, it just, I don't know, man. I can't defend anything Mael did from there on. Like I said, I love Mael. I still love Mael. But, like, both endings, either one, I could only dislike her more than I liked her at the time. And I still love her. I like
Mael right up to where she appears in the in-between with Verso.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Mael that shows up doesn't feel right to me. She feels wrong.
Well, she's twisted emotionally at that point. She's in she's like heightened emotion. She's just fought her dad back out off of this. She's just told him, "Hey, I'm not gonna get lost in here." And I fully agree with Verso. She said what he wanted, and he took it because he wanted to believe in her. I think that's real fucking true.
Also, the ending made me. I'm not gonna say hate, because again, hate's a strong word. It made me dislike Verso a lot. Because having watched someone play through the game again,
Sure.
seeing all the things that he said, or I guess hearing all the things he says, and watching all his like facial expressions and stuff, he's a liar through and through.
But no, I mean, like, clearly, like, the moment on the pier when he pulls the letter out, like, he knew.
Yeah, he knew 100%. He sent, or every expedition he joined, he lied to and was essentially walking them to their suicide.
Like, he knew what was gonna happen when they beat Aline. But, again, for the intention of greed or not, I mean, he did it to get his not mother out of the thing, you know?
Yes.
Like,
Again, good intentions. Path
Yes,
to hell.
exactly. I think that everybody was fucked up in this at some points, especially.
The only real innocent people are
The people who had no
Jeskuls,
power in it.
Yeah, the three races of the canvas, basically.
No, I mean, I think everybody else was. I think the people who were not knowing of what was happening from the beginning, everybody who did not know from the beginning, obviously, people learned. Like, Lune and them learned. But Lune didn't do anything wrong. Sile didn't do anything wrong. Like, on the full surface, again, you can. The whole trying to kill yourself thing, and you can make debates on everything. But everyone was. This game was a lot of emotion, a lot of grief, a fuck ton of grief, and everyone's gonna deal with that in their own way. I think the only people who are wrong for what happened are the people who know what they did.
Which would be basically the entire Dasan family.
Exactly. Plus, if you want to include him, fake Verso from the painting.
Yeah, I'm including him.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you are, but I'm just saying, I don't think of him I don't think he is of the Dasan family. I think he is he's exactly what he is. He's an image of someone from the Dasan family. He isn't a part of that family.
Real Renoir, real Aline, real Clea, and Painted Verso are all bad people in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, and again, fucking fake Renoir feels like, and again, you don't get to see him enough. Like, even with all the talk you get from him and all the things that happen, and maybe there's more to break down, but even looking back at it all like I did, I think he's very hollow. Because they say he didn't paint a very flattering version of him, which, again, that person exists as that fucked up person, but again, kind of wicked. It feels like hollow. He feels very hollow. As far as the other ones, I don't know why him specifically, but
I think it's because he's always the antagonist, and they don't give him a lot of character beyond.
No, and again,
except for the very end, right before he dies.
But even then, fake painted Alicia, or painted Mael, whatever you want to call it, feels less hollow than he does. He's the only one who feels hollow as a person, as a character.
I think part of that is because we get Painted Alicia's true feelings in the letter.
Sure.
And like I said, you don't really get that from Painted Renoir. He's always just the mysterious bad guy. Like I said, until the very end when he's I care about my family.
Yeah, I will say, fake Renoir. I think a lot of it does suffer from the fact that you don't get to spend a whole lot of time with him because he's a bad guy. So canonically, what kind of sense do they have to give him too much screen time? So I think he does suffer from that. But again, it just, even with the bits you get, even when he does go into exposition, it doesn't ring very true to me. But again, that's just him. Yeah, man, I could talk about this for fucking ever right now.
You don't. This has been my life off and on since I beat the game.
Yeah.
Because at first it was just me processing, and then I started watching a few video essays and reading comments on the videos. But let's past I don't know why I just never thought about it, about getting on Reddit and reading more comments that way. But the past 3 or 4 days, I've looked at so much Reddit, and there's so many discussions. Anything that involves in-game discussion ends up with 300.
Yeah, Josh, I finished the game half an hour ago. We've just been sitting here talking this whole time. I played. There's 2 endings. I played both because they're pretty quick to get back to the other one, and I went ahead and played the other ending, and we've been discussing everything. No, again, 10 out of 10 game. Fucking love it. Love this game. Adore this game. The ending, I don't think the ending's bad, though. I think the ending just has a lot to talk about.
I'd give the game like
Okay,
9, maybe a 9.5 out of 10 because I dislike the ending.
9, even though it's French, Josh. Yes, even though it's French. Let me rephrase what I'm saying here. Also, I do not think the video games ending was bad. I think the world created from the video games ending is terrible. Josh, the ending can't be that bad.
It's more.
Point. Oh, you're seeing it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's more that the rest of the game is just that good.
Sure. Like I said, I don't think the ending
like
detracts. I think bad things happened. I do not think that it was a bad ending.
Like I said, for me, the ending I got first was a gut punch.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's a gut punch for me too, man.
Yeah.
Well, again, you pick an ending right at the end between two, and I think Dylan has a very valid point. In one ending went way too hard on being dark, and the other ending went a bit too hard. Way too hard on being light. I wasn't trying to take away from that. I just was saying different words. I think they both went way too hard on their perspective ideas of trying to, present them as the good and the bad. But I think both are bad things happening. I do not think of them in bad. Like I said, I don't think it was a bad ending. I think the ending had bad things happen. That does not equate to a bad ending. I think it was, like, looking at it just story-wise, I think it's crazy good. I think it's awesome. I love the ending. I think bad things happened in the ending. It was not a happy ending exactly, though. To take what you said. I'm not catching what Lu 2 is off the top of my head. Last of Us, there we go. Last of Us 2, sure, there you go. Yeah, like I said, that's me. Dylan didn't like it, I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, man. Like I said, I adored it. I adored every bit of it.
Like I said, I don't regret any of the almost 100 hours I put into this game.
Sure. Yeah.
I just wish the ending would have been better.
Again, I don't think the ending was bad. I think bad things happened.
Yeah, I'm just saying
No. You do. That's just this is just my opinion on top of that. Yeah, man.
So, you gonna work towards that Simon boss fight, or?
You said what?
You gonna work towards that Simon boss fight?
No, man, I'm good. I watched it. I'm good. I am definitely the person who does not have to prove himself to have enjoyed a game. I could absolutely be happy that I watched that YouTube video. For me, and I'm not saying it didn't look cool, like it looked fun to do. I think it would be fun to learn, but I think it would take me, like you said, hours to get through, and I don't think I don't have the time to want that to be the time I chose to spend mastering one boss fight.
Yeah.
And there are games that drive me to want to, for sure. Like with the fucking Undertale Megalovania fight with Sans and all that shit. Dude, I did that shit for a fucking minute until I got that. But I also had a lot more time then. So, it just seems for me like that doesn't mean I did not enjoy this game. It means I just think I should be playing another game now.
Yeah. I mean, you have either played or I showed you everything that really matters.
Yeah, and again, I've missed like a few odd bits in there beyond that, but I don't think enough for me to like take away from what I've experienced here.
Yeah, everything else is really just classic RPG, you know, side content.
And again, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. I just don't want to spend all my time on side stuff, especially since in Game Pass there's 1,000 other games I could be playing right now. I've still not ever played the Oblivion remaster. So I mean, Alice fell asleep. Good job, buddy. 67% of the achievements.
I might give the French another chance.
I never hated the French. I just want to point that out.
I will definitely be keeping an eye out for Sandbal's next game.
Oh God,
100%.
yeah, fucking. I'll again, unless it's just some other completely different type of game that's just not in my wheelhouse, I'll probably guarantee I'd play whatever their next game is.
The question is though, Tyler, do you want a sequel?
Do I want a sequel? No. No, I don't.
Do you want a spiritual sequel in that it's part of the world, but it's not the Deshaun family?
I think that, and again, I'm not saying that it would be bad, but I think that you're coming back to the same well that much can only lead to overdoing things. I think they could easily, I think they could build something really cool. I think they could very easily undermine what they've done.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested in the painter-writer war.
Yeah, I think there's cool lore they could do. Like you were saying, a game that takes place entirely outside of the fucking painting is just that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Clear, obscure,
but
the war or something.
Obscure Claire. Clay as revenge.
Obscure
Claire, Clay as revenge. But no, like I said, it just... But even then, there's no way you don't reference the other game a lot, right?
I think you can.
No, I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying it feels like they would definitely reference the other game a lot. And like I said, I just think there's a lot of things that could just worsen the overall world. Versus, again, not saying they can't make it better. I just think there's too much opportunity to make it worse, to take away from what happened already. But I'm also the person who will always I would always lean to the side of safe, don't want to overdo. I always lean to the side of not wanting to overdo it. I think you can absolutely kill something by just continuing to pump it out or to make more of it, or a sequel can absolutely hurt the original to me. I don't know why it has to scroll up like that. The finals. Lean mentioned. Valorant. What? Why did it go up that time? Okay. Oh, I've seen a picture of that before. The gunk. What the fuck is it doing? It's pissing me off. Ooh, Super Hot's fun. That is not a microwave. That is a baby monitor. It's if he moves too much, it'll make a noise. Let me know he's moving around, so I can see if he's starting to wake up or if he's what he's doing.
Your baby's falling out of bed.
Lizard cameo. Yep. Always love a good lizard. He can't fall out of bed. He's still in a crib. Well, I say that. He could climb over. But currently, he does not have that ability now.
Give him time and his monkey roots will come through.
Damn. Called my kid a monkey already. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah. I also have a silent version of the monitor on my phone right here in front of me on the leaning against my monitor. So I'm seeing it. It's just the other one's over by the bed where we leave it. Monitor lizard cameo. Robocop's in here. High on Life. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 got added on here. Yeah, like I said, I just think there's so many other things I could be playing than doing side content in the game. Is that the second one or the first one? That's the first one. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, they remastered it.
Okay. Oh, dude, Barbie Project Friendship.
Or not remastered, they
Mastercraft
They didn't
edition.
they didn't redo the entire graphics, but they just updated it.
Oh, I think that is remastered, isn't it? Yeah, because remake is the other thing. Yeah, remaster.
Yeah, so yeah, it's remastered.
Josh, I think I have a much easier sense of humor than you. You want me to sing Drake backwards? You want me to sing Ecard? Ecard? Ecard. Ecard. The Attack on Titan fan game 2. Could I do it with that, maybe?
So Siege is having a crossover with Borderlands.
I'm gonna end the stream. If Josh... Josh isn't on the computer, actually. He's on his phone somewhere. Deep Strong Fists.